All right, beginners, so we are on spelling 27, group B. So this is Isabella, Jayla, Ezra, and Aiden. Your first word is on. We think to say on. He is on the kennel, on. A kennel is like a doghouse, on. All right, after on is over. We think to say o, v, er. Do you hear that multi-layer phonogram at the end? What is it? As in her. Great job. He jumps over it, over. All right, after over is at. We think to say at. The dog is at the kennel. All right, after at is of. We think to say of. This is the kennel of the dog, of. All right, and your new word is I. We think to say I. This one's pretty easy. No, my sentence says, I do not see him, I. And our last one is me. We think to say me. God can see me. Excellent job. Let's see how we write our first one. What was our first one? Over. How do we write over? I'm sorry, not over, on. How do we write on? O-N. Excellent. And do we do anything to on? No, we leave it as is. After on was over. How do we spell over? O-V-E-R. O-V-E-R. Now let's get our red pencil out, and we are going to underline the O because why? It begins in a syllable. And we're going to underline our multi-letter phonogram, E-R, over. After over is at. How do we spell at? Oops. A-T, at. And we leave at as is. After at is of. How do we spell of? O-F, of. And remember, what do we do with of? We put an X over the F. Why? Because does the F say his name? Do we say of? No, we say of. It has a what? A V sound. Of. After of, your new one was I. How do we spell I? Now, how do we spell it? It's just the letter I, but do we do uppercase or lowercase? Whenever we do I, it's referring to a person, so it's referring to me. I am here. All right, so it's always going to be uppercase. We never do a lowercase I. So let's make sure if you have a lowercase I, go ahead and write an uppercase I next to it. And you still got it correct, it's fine. But we have to remember our I is always uppercase. I, and it is what? A syllable all by himself. So we're gonna go ahead and underline it. Good job. After I is me. How do we spell me? M-E. E, good job, me. And what do? We underline our syllable at the end. And what is I and me talking about? It's talking about person. I went to the store. And then who went to the store? Me. So I went to the store. Who went to the store? Me. It's talking about what? Yourself. So we're going to go ahead and get our red pencil, and we're going to put a bracket between the I and the me. Great job, beginners. Make sure you practice them 6 times each. I will see you tomorrow.